Growing up, I was told by my mom that I had a purpose and a reason for being here that was divine and ordained by God. I was also told this by other people who have similar beliefs in God, like church members, ministers, deacons, so forth. I have a little bit of a past in the church. But since waking up and seeing through the matrix of this world, and not only seeing through the matrix, but really researching and looking in depth in ways to where I basically tore the fabric of reality to shreds within my mind. And I ended up with where I'm at now, what I'm talking about now on this channel. It took a lot for me to accept it, but it makes sense and it's so true. I cannot deny it at all. And the more I think about things, the more I see it in everyday life, the more I see the trap, the more I see the hierarchy that's down here. And then you realize there's a hierarchy after life. Once you die and you pass away, you're going to be faced with a similar hierarchy. Um, it's just crazy that when I look back on it, I say to myself, why didn't I notice this earlier? Because I used to question reality a lot. I always questioned reality when it came to things that didn't make sense, things that I just couldn't piece together. And when it just came to not being able to figure out what the hell is really going on down here. And I listened to so much he said, she said, this is the way it's supposed to be, yada, yada, blah, 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 that it blinded me for many years up until the point of really going within myself and doing so much damn research on top of that that it forced me to just jump out the box that I was in, the mental box that was set up for me from birth. And then it all made sense when I finally accepted what led me to where I am now. It just makes sense. You have no memory, you end up down here, and then especially when you start having the deja vus, you know you've been here before, but something is trying to block you from remembering why you're here. And then it starts to make sense. There is no point to being here. It's a setup. It's all a setup. Now, once I realize that, now I can say to myself, okay, I just gotta make it through the maze known as Earth life, because we're all going the same way. It may be individually, but we're all going to face the afterlife one way or another at some point in time or another. Question is, will you be deceived by what you see on the other side after death, or will you find your way? I'm trying to find my way so I can create my own promised land, because I'm not trying to go to anybody else's.